What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just a quick update on the YouTube policies and stuff before we get into today's video. I'm not going to be live streaming on YouTube anymore. I'll only save that for Twitch, basically, just given that I've had issues with my channel over the past couple of weeks. So I haven't uploaded anything in about 2 weeks because I had a channel strike, meaning I wasn't allowed to upload. Part of that was because of a live stream where obviously I've promoted something or gone against their policies, basically. So it's not really worth it for me to live stream on YouTube. There's only a low viewership anyway. Some of you guys might not even know that I actually stream live on YouTube, or did. They will all be saved for Twitch now. So if you want to watch live, then you'll have to go to twitch.tv/Weasel1991, which means the channel memberships on YouTube are basically redundant now. The idea is that I would store all of the past VODs, I would store all the past broadcasts, and you could go and watch them, be behind a paywall, just effectively one, so it doesn't spoil for everybody. If everyone could watch them, there'd be no point in the weekly highlight videos. And also for cash games as well, it's nice to not have regs, just have free access to literally every hand you've played. So if you are a YouTube channel member, thank you for your support, but honestly, it's not really worth it. The VODs will still be saved on Twitch, where if you're a subscriber on Twitch, you can see all of the past broadcasts. If you don't normally watch the live streams on Twitch, you definitely should. We do giveaways and stuff like that over there as well, so it's definitely worth it. But besides that, we still don't really know what's happening with the changes. If you didn't see the last video, well, if you didn't see Eastie's video, I would advise checking that out. I'll link it in the description below. Just about the changes that are happening. I gave my thoughts on it as well whilst I was at Irish Open a couple of weeks back. But we'll just kind of have to see how we get on. If any of my videos flag up, then there's a good chance I won't be uploading again, because if you get a certain amount of strikes, your channel can get permanently deleted, which I'm not risking happening. So, but loads of good content that's going to be coming in the future, especially over on Twitch. We'll see if we can get anything good for YouTube. But enjoy the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. I win a stack because I peel, and then I see the river, and I have the nuts against the set. Probably the second best turn in the deck. Quite a lot. Yeah, he's got to call that. What a ridiculous river. That is a win. That is a buy-in. Let's make Blitz great again, chaps. He raises pre. I'm going to go polar here, I think, and overbet slightly. I don't need to. I should just pot. And then I'm giving up on the spade for sure. It's a bit upsetting. It's got some king queens and stuff, but I think betting pot and then betting pot again on river would be good here when he checks back flop. You know, some queen jack and stuff, but whatever. Unsure what we want to do here with a hand like nines. I think check back is fine. I don't really want to get check raised. Can play a turn. Do we want to value bet? Can we value bet in these positions? Yes, because 10's plus. Wants to do a lot of 4-betting. Right, we call the 3-bet ace jack suited. In position, we flop second pair. We're going to call flop, we're going to call turn, and then we're going to make a decision on the river. Yeah, call and turn. And then probably folding river. I think I'd rather call like jack 9 on river. I don't think I want the ace. I think I want him to barrel like ace 10, ace queen, and queen 10. So I think call, fold is pretty good here. I think this hand in a solver will mix. It might even just pure call this combo with it being like 1. But I think just call, fold, and then just call king X here. Basically be forced to call every king X. Interesting spot down here. We open and cut off flats. I think check, call, turn. And then possibly check, call, river. We will see. Sevens is going to be nasty. King 10 is not. You got the kings. Yeah. Yeah. That's the board I wanted. Honestly, probably the second best turn in the deck, if I'm quite honest. Or it might not actually be the second best, but it's the... looks like the second best. Yeah, and then we'll go for like this size, I think, on river, like 60%. I think makes sense in this line. Probably one of the worst hands on value betting. Give me that flop here. Come on. 4-bet if you want. Just give me that flop. Right, come on. Come on. Against Liam. Come on. We run good against Liam. Same board. King 9 deuce. 10. Deuce. Ace. Would you fuck off? Honestly. I don't think we can call here without a heart, but I think if we did have a heart, then we could consider floating and then turning our hand into a bluff, or calling versus this size and then turn our hand into a bluff. I think we just have to fold it. I think you bet the flop, easy call, flop, easy call, turn, and river's gonna probably actually be a mix, to be honest. You are a fucking stain. Occasional raise. Now I'll raise, I think. I think check raise, turn is going to be okay here, and then probably just send it. I could consider giving up river if he calls, just because... No, I'll just send it and get pissed off when he just calls with like king queen or something. I don't really know what I'm doing here with this ace queen. I'm just going to do this. I mean, I lose, but I don't know what to. So I'm going to call. Okay, I should have lost a lot more in that hand, but it's a pretty reasonable flop, to be honest. Yeah, just going to go for the check raise, I think. Smallish. Kind of want a 3-bet, to be honest, but the turn is sound as fuck. I'm actually... Oh, yeah. Fucking nice one. Yeah, please just have a flush, son. Hold. Nice. Nice. That is a win. That is a buy-in. Happy days. Hello. Ooh. This is a fun one. I think calling. If it goes back... I think we can just get to see a river here, like always. So this type of hand, when we have that kind of clarity, I think is fine to just call, because there's not many turns that we're forced to fold on. So we can call flop and call turn, because we have a little bit of showdown. And then, yeah, hit a 3 somehow. I guess we kind of have to jam, and then bluffs are just going to have to be like 4 or 5 of diamonds, I think, here always. And I guess 8-4 suited when he bets that size as well. The thing is, I think there in some, like... I think we will get called here. But I think there's certain opponents that'll just fold quite a lot. Yeah, he's got to call that. Now, what a ridiculous river. That's a cool. He has to call that. Fuck off, man. Here, I'm going to roll and roll low. And call. I think we always call. I really feel as though this is a good good hand to raise. And I think we want to raise small. When we do raise, I'm going to see if this is a thing. I guess this and some ace-5 suited and stuff makes sense, but maybe king-jack might be better. We might fold out a couple of combos of ace-10. And then get clicked. I don't know if I can call. Like, I don't know if ace-jack makes a difference if we want to call ace-jack here. Really interesting one against that size. I wonder if we want to call. It's a bit awkward out of position. In position would be easy, but we wouldn't be facing that size. So, kind of an awkward one. I'll go for a small raise here. I'm going to check. Let him bluff some king-jack, maybe ace-jack floats and stuff when we raise small. Not too many rivers we don't want to see. He has 10-jack, he has 10-jack. This is one he should bluff with that ace-jack, ace-10. Okay. Nice. Picking up the kings. Reasonable looking flop. So anything over bet's pretty good on this board, on this turn. So there's like 8-7 of hearts, 8-6 of hearts, queen 7 suited. I think this is still going to be a bet here. I guess 4-5 maybe. 6-7 of hearts. We occasionally value own ourselves, but I think it's just good enough to bet for value. Especially against someone that's tagged as sticky. And we'll just bet fold his hand. Click it back, yeah. Should have considered it, to be fair. I didn't even consider the click back. The click back. Tank call should be good. Yeah, beat the queen 10, nice. Nice. No, I'm on a high roll, so I'm going to bet. But I think checking this sometimes is fine. Get min raised. Check, and then just check river and hope to beat like ace jack of spades and, you know, stuff like that. Ace 10 of spades, shit like that. Maybe chop with ace queen or something. I think check fold. They'd have to just have a complete fucking button click. Which they did have, to be fair, but they gave up on the river, which made my decision easier. Goes for the lead. Yeah, I still think I'm going to call this. So now I don't think it really matters what we call with, besides value catchers. We don't want to have a 5 or 6 in our hand. The ace of diamonds makes no difference. I think I'm just going to call this like... I really don't know what we want to have as a strategy here, but I'm going to call this sometimes. So I'm just going to... I don't know. I'll just be making up an arbitrary number. I've rolled a 2, so I would call on a very high roll is what I would do. All right, here we get to peel. Right, come on. Let's flop a set in a 4-bet pot. This thing is clearly not working, so I'm just going to... Oh, swear to God if you got queens. Oh, God, come on. Okay, we like the turn. 7 on the river, nice. Also got kings up here. Honestly, I think check is pretty good. Maybe not, because I think it's almost harder to get value now on the river, because it's like, what we really... I guess we could bluff 7-6 here. Easy jam. Please don't have coins. Call me daddy. Ah, nice part, either way. Nice part. Yeah, so I am going to go for the 4-bet. I actually don't love it 150 deep. I think I'd rather 4-bet something like ace-10 suited in position, or slightly better. Even like king-queen offsuit, I think, is slightly better in that kind of spot. Just because we are deeper. Goes with the call. I think a 3rd is fine. Can go bigger on this board. I still think betting is fine. Would prefer to have a spade. But I still think there's enough hands that we can get value from. I will check that one because I'm not 100% sure. It's a pretty good turn. Let's roll and roll low, so we'll check. Goes check, and then just overbet, I think. Go have a couple of sizes, 3/4 and overbet. I think go in like, yeah. We'll just do this, and like 7-8 is just going to be pure 9-8, I guess. I mean, to be fair, his combo is actually quite a fun one to call with ace-5, because you do unblock all of the bluffs, and if I am polar, it's actually a fine call. But then if you call an ace-5, you might end up just calling too much, because you have to call all your jack-X as well. Interesting one. I'm just gonna range bet this against this guy. So I'm trying to get the pools ready. I'm trying to get the pools juicy, full of action again. Gonna check turn, and honestly just check river, I think. Yeah, we're squeezing queens. 200 deep against this guy, so it could be fun. Oh, we actually beat king jack as well. This kind of sucks. He might jam now. Okay. Again, I'll tell you what, I'd be happy with a set and a 4-bet pot. This is a really awkward one as well. I decided to big bet this hand on flop, and now I've turned 2-bet. I'm going to bet pot and then just check back every river unimproved, I think. We'll see. Yeah, that's a shout river. Here, I've rolled really high, so I'm going to call. Probably float and then end up bluffing. Here, we've got to call at least one. And then, honestly, I might just fold the turn. Here, we've got to check with bottom two. Beat ace jack, lovely. You should check raise flop, though, that hand, I think, always. I mean, he doesn't do this with jacks. He doesn't do this with ace 10. Block that ace queen of clubs. I have, yeah, no, I just have like aces and kings here, right? Because, no, I don't have, no, I have kings, yeah, because it's 200 deep, so. I don't know what the fuck he's doing here, but I'm just going to fold. I have 10s, I have 7s with a club. I have aces, I have kings. Doesn't do this with jack, so I just need him to have a draw or just some random punt. Top 2 pair it. And then just check called. So now I guess we check call and turn and check call river. Still value catch against like, even like pot. And does he ever overbet a worse hand? Jack 9 maybe? Can I raise? Versus pot. It feels so nitty to just call here, but I like, it's not just a question of if we have the best hand, it's can we get called by worse? He's got one combo of ace-7. Does jack 9 call here versus jam? Feels so nitty to just call. Yeah. he's gonna fucking think I'm a stain as well, man. He's just got tank called by like top and middle, and he's just, when you get the tank call, you're like, ah, sick, I'm good, and then you're like, what do you mean, chop? I think it might be a little bit too thin to bet here on this board. I don't think we got called by too much worse. Yeah, because he shouldn't really be calling that hand. Ooh, nearly just misclicked there as well. I don't love this sizing, but we are just going to stick it in. Okay, I'm going to go for the 4-bet fold. Absolutely fine with that. Go for the flat here with ace-jack suited. I think it's good when there's someone playing a stack that can jam, considering they've been jamming like 40 bigs and stuff before. And then versus any kind of continue from them, we just fold. And versus fold, we would call. And that's why we would... Oh. So sad. So sad that you had to jam there as well. Like, I win a stack there if he just doesn't jam 30 bigs with king 9. I win a stack because I peel and then I see the river and I have the nuts against the set. Maybe I don't win a stack. Maybe he finds some fucking ridiculous fold. Yeah, always calling the 4-bet and then just seeing what happens, basically, and just being in annoying spots where I do just have better hands because I'm going to have aces here 100% of the time. And then it never feels good to just, you know, end up in a spot where it just feels like, you know... Okay, checking is kind of odd. Too scared, so I'm going to check back. I'm going to check back for 2 reasons. One, I don't know what calls that's worse. I actually think I have the best hand too often, though. And what side? I can't really jam here. Do they have queens in this line? This feels nitty. I also kind of want to see what they have. I also want to see... This might actually just be GTO. Well, we probably bet flop, actually, but... Yeah, it just feels like that type of hand that has showdown, but isn't worth... I was thinking... Like ace-5 suited, ace-4 suited, but there wasn't like... If there was a 5 or 4, I would have probably... I don't know, just assumed that they had one of those. Nice stack here, 700. Make Blitz great again. 15 quid this cost me. Actually, a bargain. The hat's really good quality. The stitching's really good as well. Right, aces. Don't let me lose. Come on. Let's win a buy-in. Let's win a stack back with aces. We'll play it properly and call. And then jam versus bat and flop. It's about half pot. And have kings. Think we want to raise because we want to get the money in against like kings and queens here whilst the board is like this, so I think we do want to raise. Calls, which is pretty interesting, and then I guess just like bet real small and then probably still jam river anyway. super weird hand. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Assume this guy's a rack. I want to knock out some equity here. Aces again. Oh, why is this guy not 3-betting? Now I'm just going to fold. I don't know what's going on here, but my hand plays so badly 3-way out of position. Actually, a pretty shit board for aces. This might be a 2-street hand. I think in a solver we're probably bet, 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 but I think bet, bet, check might be best. But I think there's too much merit to betting. I don't think I want to check the turn. Gonna have to squeeze here. 13 I think is good, and we'll just very much side jam versus stunky 4-bet. I won't be happy with it. Okay. It's a bit annoying. We're gonna end up going 3-way pretty often. Don't think there's really much I can do 3-way here. So fucking dumb. It's so bad to call here a lot when you're sandwiched in between people because you don't get to realize your equity. And there's not, I guess ace queen is one of the few hands that, ace queen suited is one of the few hands that wants to do this. Not repping much. Ace 10 suited, probably bets flop. 4s, maybe ace 4 suited. 2 combos. What then what's he gonna bluff? 3-betting the same guy. I don't really want to get 4-bet in both, but... Right, 9s we're going to call. Oh my god, I'd love this flop. I'm going to peel it out, see if we can thing it. Yeah, I still think I want to bet with this combo. Deuce 5 deuce, which could be a problem. Turn the nut flush draw. If we could just ping the nuts on the river. I think we want to do a lot of checking on this turn. The problem against this guy, we're supposed to just jam here. I'm pretty sure with this hand. And I think I'm gonna. I think this is still the best thing to do, even against someone that's not gonna be 4-betting that much. I still think he's got 4-bet bluffs in him, so. So for the fold, I think this is okay play. Nice, we get it through. Just give me like the 4 of clubs. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna check range, I think, on river. Yeah, even an ace, I think I would check. Oh, it's a club. Oh, it's a 9 of clubs though. Fuck. We'll be calling though versus any size, so. Really grim if he has a boat. Weird size. Yeah, I think I just call on this board. Okay. Nice. 2 pots off the same guy. Yeah, so definitely. My guess is he watches the stream and knows that I have him tagged as a nit reg, which he is in terms of stats, but he's probably perked up a little bit now. I wonder how we play this board. I think we can go either way with this hand. I think raisin's probably fine as well. That's a very weird turn. He shouldn't really have the queen of diamonds, though. Because I guess king, queen offsuit with the queen of diamonds, which we block. Maybe queen 8 of diamonds. And then obviously ace queen of diamonds, which we block. But then he's also just not going to triple like worse here. I don't know if raise is any good, though. That's a pretty awful river. Why am I always faced with 2x pots in a spot like this? I honestly just think this is the hand that wants to call when we block the queen of diamonds. But what's going to bluff it? It'd have to just be nonsense. It'd have to be pure nonsense. It's such a retarded run out. Swing your day. Yeah, nice juicer with the ace king of clubs. I think he should jam as well, river, rather than just bet that size. But I don't really know what he's betting for that size. Like 10 jacks specifically. 3 combos. Yeah, top pair, top kicker, nut flush draw, and then it runs out like that. Like, what do you mean? Like, ended up being like the worst kind of run out, really. I really don't know what to do with this hand here. I think king queen we always call, but king jack suited, like versus 3/4 here, versus half pot I call versus this side. I think I'm gonna fold. Might go for the check raise here. Do I want to go for the check call? I think there's just. Check raise small, I think is good. Turn the nut flush, not the nuts. Yeah, I think very small bets makes sense. Really don't know what to do here. Do I want to polarize? I guess so. Weird spot, though. I don't know how solvers react on turn or on river. I don't think bet small makes any sense on that board. Check just feels as though he checks back too much with flushes. Maybe not. No, because if I check the turn, I think checking the river is good. But when I bet the turn, even for a small size, I don't really... I've got a couple of sets, and that's about it. Maybe if I go really small, 10%, then I can check the river. Here, I think... Yeah, gonna go for the check raise. Take it down. Ace is good looking boards. I think it's range betting on this type of board, but I think this hand could check back. Alright, got a flush draw with the old king queen suited. Three-way on... Oh, deep as balls against Friggum. Yeah, it's gonna check and basically look to realize with this hand. And now we check folding, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a bit annoying when that happens, but... Kings. Not sure how what we want to do on this turn as well. I still think betting with ace 10 is the worst hand I bet. I might like check back ace 3 suited, but I check that back on flop pretty often. Same hand back to back, 7-8 hearts. Not often you see that. Pretty reasonable flop. I think call is fine. I don't mind knocking him out. I also don't mind keeping him in. Kind of awkward because I don't want this to go check, check, check. I also don't think I want to lead three-way. You should be checking back a lot, though. And then I think I'm going to go small back because I don't think bet has... I don't think... No, actually, it's a deuce because you can have overpairs. So I just realized it's... And that I obviously don't want to check raise against this guy. I don't want to check raise against either of them. So I'm probably going to check fold. I'd rather do it against another gun than the small blind, but I don't think I want to do it against either of them. What a shit river. Had some pretty unfortunate spots, but I also don't think I played amazingly. I'm actually kind of excited to look at those in GTO Wizard. Sevens check back, and we'll call turn. Ace, deuce, checking flop, checking turn. Here, I think we can probably like small bet here, get value from sevens. Can defend to a raise pretty easily with this hand. Bad river because you can have 6x. This is hopefully a good river because I don't think you should have many jack-x for the big size. I guess king jack. Queens, interesting flat. Beat 5-4 of spades, nice. And a flat here, king jack suited. I don't know if we get leads in cash games on this board, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do. I'll take the same board with queens. I think peeling and then calling down on you know, non-ace king eye boards and stuff is going to be okay. Very sad again, just because of how, like, it's very, very annoying. I think this one is going to have to call flop and probably call turn and then make a decision on river where we might have to fold. I think it's good enough to bet for value here, so I think we go quarter pot. And then check back river. I still think it's like ace 10 suited, jacks here, should be calling. And then check back river, I think. I think his most likely hand he's going to win with is going to be kings when he does win. Ace king, annoying. Could have got it in a pre and lost more. Lost another 60 bigs, so whatever. Will be calling the 3-bet hair blind and blind with king queen. Against a relative unknown. And might float versus a third. Don't know if it's bad. Versus a quarter, I think we continue versus half pot, which I think half pot should be the size used or bigger. Yeah, I don't love it, but I think calling against quarter is good. Versus check, probably forced to bluff on a reasonable amount of rivers. Not against 3/4 pot. Yeah, definitely going to squeeze here. And then we'll just sort of sigh stack off. Very sigh. Don't know how it works in solvers versus 4-bet from under the gun. I guess if he 4-bets, I'd rather just see a jam. Could maybe be jacks, but definitely a bunch of ace king. Yeah. Not loving life, but I think just jam when we're out of position. Nice. So I guess we can do results. Yeah, 2 buy-ins down, and should have lost more. Fine, we're losing the 2 buy-ins. I think they're probably mistakes, those hands as well. Let's see what our biggest EV losses were. Ace king by not jamming the river, I would imagine, versus that size. But this is kind of a weird spot with it being like 150 deep and stuff like that. I'm gonna check range, I think, on river. Yeah, even an ace, I think I would check. Oh, it's a club. Oh, it's a 9 of clubs though. Fuck. We'll be calling though versus any size. So really grim if he has a boat. Weird size. Yeah, I think I just call on this board. We 3-bets, villain calls, we bet half pot. We can go 3/4, but half pot is also fine. Check the turn, villain bets, we call, we check the river, villain bets, we're obviously supposed to jam. 2 reasons. 1, I don't think he calls with worse with that size. 2, I really wanted to see his cards. So I'm absolutely okay with losing EV in that respect with that hand. Here, we're obviously never supposed to fold as well. I don't know if raise is any good though. That's a pretty awful river. Why am I always faced with 2x pots in a spot like this? Let me see if he's supposed to have fucking 2x pot jam. Surely not, right? 3-bet ace king. We go for the check here, which is low frequency. We're mainly betting a third. Probably should have just bet. Check call. Turn, we check call. River, we check. Villain jams, which bad looks of things is not a thing. We're supposed to call for 1 big blind worth of EV. So let's study this spot. Maybe it is a thing. But we don't really have a lot of ace king in this line with the diamond. Yeah, we've got some. Turn, we check. Villain bets a third. Yeah, so he doesn't have much straight flush. Ace queen off, king queen off, queens occasionally, and ace queen suited, which you can't have. 7-8 of diamonds is a straight flush as well, which I forgot about. We call river comes a 10, and we check. And then villain does have jams, actually. Excuse me. Yeah, with boats. What are his bluffs? Jack 9 suited makes a bunch of sense. Like he's fucking taking this line with Jack 9 suited. 5s, deuces, makes some sense. It's a really annoying spot, to be fair. He actually does have some quite a reasonable amount of value when you consider boats and then straight flushes. But he's also supposed to jam the ace of diamonds, which doesn't make any sense to me. So I just figured he's never having jams. Queens, we only call with a straight flush, obviously. Ace king, we call with the ace of diamonds. Ace queen with the ace of diamonds, though, we fold. So super interesting spot, that one, to be honest with you. Day 2 of making Blitz great again. It's been all right, guys.